Waco the Wonder Dog. That's what Waco's been to me over the years. He's been my wonder dog.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I purchased Waco at the Ducks Unlimited auction in Waco, Texas, November 1996. Waco came out of the Wild Goose Kennels in Terrell, Texas. The kennels donated Waco to the Ducks Unlimited chapter in Waco, and I saw him and I just had to have him. Waco came to me with a long pedigree of field champions behind him. I tell you, Waco the Wonder Dog has lived up to his heritage and has provided me a great hunting companion over the years. January 1997, shortly after I purchased Waco at the Ducks Unlimited auction in Waco, I sent him off to Terrell, Texas to the Wild Goose Kennels for waterfowl training. I left Waco there until July of that year for his training and then brought him home. I took Waco on his first hunt August of that same year when dove season opened. We went off to Dilley, Texas, where he went on his first hunt. It was extremely hot that day. Most know how hot it gets in South Texas in August. I was concerned about Waco being a black lab and how he would hold up to the heat. Anyhow, Waco performed extremely well on his first hunt. He was able to bring back most of the downed doves.
Get up there.
And he would stay out in the brush until he would find the dove that went down. The funny thing, he not only retrieved my downed birds, he retrieved all the birds that the shooters around us was making. I ended up with a big stack of birds in front of me. Thank God a game warden didn't come by. Waco's first duck hunt, he performed like a seasoned retriever, making some real difficult and blind retrieves. I was very proud of him. I could see that I had the makings of a good retriever in Waco. When I take him on a goose hunt in the fields around Eagle Lake, being a pup, I was concerned about him chasing down a wounded goose. But no problem. His first goose, he chased, I'd say close to 3/4 of a mile when finally the goose came down, and it was wounded in matter and hell. Waco wrestled that wounded goose that tried to bite him and everything in his power to get away from Waco, but Waco was able to bring him in, put him at my side. Waco that year went on to surprise me in his natural hunting instincts. I took Waco and Boomer, my German short-hair pointer, upland bird hunting. We went out to Top Flight Hunting Preserve in Columbus, where I would take Boomer quite often to hunt pheasants, chukar, and quail. I didn't know what to expect in Waco. Being a waterfowl dog, I didn't know how he'd react. Boomer, being a seasoned pointer, took Waco by his paw and showed him what upland bird hunting was all about. Within 20 minutes, Waco was pointing right alongside Boomer, as he was a pro. Waco, within 2 hunts, was quartering and honoring points like a seasoned retriever. This all came from watching his buddy Boomer. Waco went on hunting with Boomer and got to be a very skilled pointer. Not only a pointer, he was a flusher. He was an all-around dog. He was able to. Waco not only had the ability to point at a bird. He was able to flush for me, and also was the best retriever on upland birds I've ever had. There was never a down bird that Waco wouldn't find. Where a lot of times the pointers get a little discouraged and come on back or are ready to go on and find another point. But no, Waco would stay out there until he'd find that down bird. After that first year, I knew I had a very special dog in Waco.
Ah, your first retrieve.
So that's when I came up with Waco the Wonder Dog. Waco was definitely a wonder dog to me. At the time putting this video together to honor Waco the Wonder Dog, he's 11 and a half going on 12 in July. So Waco was retired this year. I think Waco definitely still has the heart, but he definitely does not have the stamina. I know Waco would get out there and hunt like a pup and probably kill himself from overexertion. Waco still has that heart of a champion dog. Both Waco and I are growing old together. Waco and I spend a lot of time going from Richmond, Texas to Horseshoe Bay, Texas, and he likes going to my Horseshoe Bay home where he has a pool that he loves to swim in.